Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. This is Accounting Nightmare. Welcome, Tag. Good to see ya. I'm hoping to get the final 6.1 story stuff done today. At least the stuff I'm planning to stream, which is Hildibrand and the Tataru side quests. But right before I started stream, I had some kind of graphics crash, so that's concerning. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. If it does, though, I might need to reseat my graphics card or something. See how we go. Can't stop watching the intro. Alright, we should start playing the game, shouldn't we? Yeah, so there's a new chapter of Hildibrand, and there's some kind of Tataru side quest, which I don't really know anything about, so we'll hoping to check out those today. Just check I've got the game audio turned up. Yep, nice. I don't bother to hide my chat for non-raid nights. I just do it for raid nights. Okay. Hildibrand. So the last Hildibrand quests were back in Stormblood. And something happened to Greg, didn't it? Greg was like mind controlled or something, turned evil, and Hildibrand went with him through a portal, I think. Something like that. Let's check. A lovely potato secretary. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what the Tataru side quest is all about. Hildibrand. Even further Hildibrand adventures. Yeah, there was the wolf burglar. That's right. Down to the bottom. Ah, yeah, we're working with a Sekisei named Shigure. Uses a hidden supply of dew prism to enthrall Greg and command him to spirit him far away. And so the warrior somehow opens a massive portal and drags the Han, Inspector Hildibrand, and Nashu to wondrous worlds unseen. And we haven't seen them since. Oh, except for in the Shadowbringers dungeon, Hero's Gauntlet, I think it was called. The one from 5.3. Yeah, when all those heroes of light are summoned. Hildibrand can be a secret appearance there, and he looks extremely confused. Excitable youth. The sleeping gentleman. The pungent Lalafell can scarcely conceal his excitement. Why are you pungent? Off to a good start. Hey, Iconic. Thank you very much. Good to see ya. Wait, I know you. We met in Kugane. You're that stone-cold killer I asked to look after the love of my life. Oh, right. You're the stalker. What's that look for? Surely you haven't forgotten me. You and me, we had a moment. A connection. Not like the one I've got with her, of course. But I know I left an impression. The creepy little bastard who smells like cheese and followed Nashu to Kugane after stalking her for over 5 years. Or Frankly, considering how many blows to the head I've taken, I'm lucky I haven't forgotten my own name. Let's go with the creepy little bastard. Hey, there's nothing creepy about my love. It's as pure as the pristine waters of a forest stream. Fair point about the cheese stink, though. But enough about me. This is about Miss Nashu. Ever since she got sucked into that weird portal back east, I've been scouring the world for any sign of her. I was this close to giving up, but then, huzzah! I found her here in Radzat. Normally I'd be happy to get back to playing the silent, invisible guardian, but she seems pretty distressed by the plight of her inspector friend. He's here too, but laid up, and showing no signs of waking anytime soon. My Nashu has been fashioning all sorts of medicines in hopes of rousing him, but to no avail. I mean, I couldn't care less if he kicked the bucket, but I hate seeing her like this. She's liable to work herself to death. So what say you? Will you deliver my dearest Nashu from her plight? You'll find her over at the High Crucible, no doubt slaving over an alembic. And with that, I'll get back to cheering her on from the shadows. You too, I guess. Now go quickly, save my beloved... Creep. Just over there. God, I love the music here. Both the main cities of Endwalker have great music. I love the Charlayan music as well. Very different vibe to this, of course, but still just really beautiful. Nashu! She's got some bombs, oh god. And that should do it. Now to take this medicine and... Core, Melchan. It feels like it's been forever, though definitely less than a year, I'm sure. Sure. What brings you to Radzat? Enjoying a spot of adventuring, or perhaps... Then you've heard. It's true. Inspector Hildibrand's gone into hibernation again, and... Ah, wait. You're giving me that look. The one that screams, what about the whole weird portal business? Alright, since you silently asked. So, back on the Ruby Sea, remember how Greg got doused with dew prism and was forced to whisk us all far away? Nice little recap. How that strange rift then opened up, which the inspector then got sucked up into, and how I followed him in after that. Well, after that, we all ended up in this bizarre place. Couldn't tell up from down, left from right, and so we wandered, lost and confused. Fortunately, Greg came to his senses and explained that we were in the interspectorial rift, and then used the same trick to bring us home. Interspectorial rift. Greg himself stayed behind, though. Something about a score that he had to settle. Not sure what that was about, but hey, you know Greg. Anyway, we're back now, but the rub is that Inspector Hildibrand hasn't opened his eyes once. I know he needs his beauty sleep, but it's been an awfully long time, and we've got cases to solve. I've been trying my hand at apothecary stuff, seeing if I can't make something that'll get him up and moving, but nothing seems to work. But I think we're making progress. Me and Mr. Chupacabra from the Shakshoka concern, that is. You remember Mr. Chupacabra, right? Got sucked into the rift along with us. Former evil mastermind. Not so bad once you get to know him. Pleased I am to meet you once more, and under less compromising circumstances. If I may correct our mutual friend, I am Jubraka, chairman of the Sajatra concern. Your distrustful and somewhat bloodthirsty glare is not unwarranted, but in my defence, Who among us has not contemplated enslaving the rich and powerful to bend the world to their whim? I pray you forgive me my poor joke, and allow me to assure you that after wandering the interdimensional rift for the sisters only know how long, I am a changed man. Naturally, I understand that words alone would not suffice to absolve me of my sins. Thus, since my return, I have operated a humble apothecary that caters to the needs of one and all. Furthermore, I made arrangements for Miss Nashu's workshop. Rest assured that I will spare no effort in helping her see Inspector Hildibrand awakened and return to full health. And with that, if you would excuse me, I must see to other business. Not sure if trust. Yep, nope. No trust. Potato Stalker? Yeah, there's a Lalafell we met in the Stormblood quests that's been stalking Nashu. Apparently he's been showing up in cutscenes, like in Hildibrand cutscenes, since Realm Reborn. I never noticed him before. I think I see him hiding behind this crate though, from certain camera angles. Isn't he the nicest ex-villain you've ever met? Ah, but that's right. I had just finished my latest medicine. I've got high hopes for this new recipe. I suppose I ought to get a look at the Mandeville man himself. Medicine might not do us any good. I suppose I ought to look at him myself. By all means, the inspector is resting in a room up in Kamma. Awake or asleep, I'm sure he'd enjoy your company. Let's go. Oh, I thought I saw the Lullafell's hat. He must have moved. Love the dialogue in these quests. These quests are so fun. Where's that friggin' creepy stalker? He's good at hiding, I'll give him that much. And Kamma, okay? Whee! It's so nice to have Hildibrand quests again. The door is over here, somewhere. Oh, there's the stalker, not being very... being pretty obvious this time. The girl's a friend of yours, is she? She's welcome to stay as long as she likes. I do hope her friend recovers soon, though. Sleeping on the floor hasn't been good for my back. Aw. Isn't this room nice? Mr. Chupacabra's taking care of everything. Even paid the rent in full. Ah, but I'm distracting you, aren't I? You need to concentrate while you examine the inspector, yes? Study the sleeping Inspector Hildibrand. Alright. Looking for Easter eggs. Hello. Pariga, the master of the house, searches the shelves with a remarkable dexterity for one so large of body and limb. Can't zoom very far. Beside the bed, Hildibrand's loyal assistant Nashu dozes peacefully. Her ability to stay calm in the most trying of times has been sorely tested of late. Glad they took the break they needed. Ah, nice. I'm looking forward to this then. Nothing else conspicuous. Rugged features belie what is, at closer glance, the sensitive mien of a cultured gentleman. While he still breathes, he appears to be locked in a deep slumber. Rippling muscles bespeak impressive strength, while smooth skin suggests that only on the rarest of occasions does the man resort to violence. Troublingly, his limbs are stiff and cool to the touch, as if the blood runs cold in his veins. Oh, is his soul out of his body? Like what happened with the Scions? The exquisite buckles of the stylish footwear are a design unique to House Mandeville. These shoes would almost certainly fetch a small fortune in the markets. We're not going to steal his shoes. Probably. Honestly, you never know with these quests. The inspector's condition is disturbingly reminiscent of the Scionses, who were summoned to the First for a time. Scionses? Scions? How do you pronounce the plural of scions? Well, not plural, possessive. Oh, finished already? Any theories as to what's wrong with the inspector? Well, he's a soulless husk, which is less than ideal. I suspect he may have been summoned to another reflection. Summoned to another reflection. Throw wide the gates. I see. I mean, I don't, but that's what you're supposed to say at times like this. I know that much. How do we wake him up? Return his soul to his body? But where did it go? And what is it doing there? Probably went to the First to become the Gentleman of Darkness, as you do. I think it's gone to another world wholly unlike ours, but still slightly like ours. A world of contrasts. Gentleman of Darkness, as you do. I see. Right. So you can go there? Great. In that case, I'll leave the soul searching to you. I'm sure it goes without saying, but once you've arrived in this otherworldly world, look for a place that smells of mystery and intrigue, and chat with people there. That's standard agent of inquiry protocol. Oh, and since this is Inspector Hildibrand we're talking about, don't be surprised if you find him asleep, or having forgotten a thing or two. But not to worry, I've prepared my traditional medicine just in case. Don't hesitate to use it. And with that, do take care out there. Oh god, it's explosives, isn't it? We did steal that one guy's trousers. Yeah, that's true. Oh, that was hilarious. When in doubt, use Nushu's Delight to blow the cobwebs right out. The inspector will thank you after, I'm sure. Hi. Alright. Back to the First. Going to the Crystarium. Where we going? Down there. Ah. The First. I've missed this place. Trousers? Must have forgotten that one. we stole that guy's, the old guy's full outfit. That old dragoon. Hello. Friends. Welcome back, friend. I'd offer you a pint, but my barman's sense tells me that's not why you're here. I'm looking for a gentleman. Of light? Darkness? I don't know. So this friend of yours has gone missing? Sorry to hear that, but plenty of travellers pass through these parts. Could you describe the fellow to me? Hume, burly, wears a monocle, well-meaning idiot. He was wearing a tattered suit, most like. Burly, wears a monocle. Yes, that sounds familiar. Mind you, I didn't see him myself, but I do believe one of our bounty hunters spied such a man when you were all battling that horde of spectral warriors. Giot! Giot, come here a moment. There's someone who wants to speak with you. That's so. Make it quick. This ale isn't going to drink itself. If it ain't Mel-chan, what brings you back to our neck of the woods? Now that you mention it, I did see someone like that back there on the battlefield after you ran off to do more hero work. I wonder if she's still wearing her helm if you didn't do the healer quests. At first, I thought he was going to attack me like the rest of the spirit Watsits. But no, he just stood there, striking a pose, trying to scare or seduce me. Damned if I could tell. Still, he was glowing, and I wasn't about to take any chances, so I said, "Hey, piss off, ghost," and sent him packing. Did he die, you ask? To which I say, what am I, a Korujan? Also, I've kept my mug waiting long enough. Good talk. Thanks. Good talk. Could it be? The Warrior of Darkness. Hello? Oh, it's him. I thought that was your voice, but was convinced my ears were playing tricks on me. It's good to see you again. Didn't mean to eavesdrop, but we overheard you discussing the renegade poser. We've been searching for him for some time now. Yeah, these were the two who decided they wanted to go off and be heroes. There have been sightings in Lakeland, you see. Bernard and I have been tasked with getting to the bottom of it. We have little in the way of useful information, though. All we know is that he appears without warning and strikes a disturbing pose. He's not caused any harm, if you discount the shock of a strange man gesticulating in your general direction, that is. Nevertheless, we're worried his behaviour might escalate. Have you been tasked with apprehending the miscreant as well? Not quite, Bernard. Mel-chan's come back to track down a missing friend. Your miscreant, I regret to say, might be my friend. You love Giot so much? Yeah, Giot's great. I think she's my favourite of that crew. I wouldn't call him a friend per se, but I too happen to be looking for a man prone to posing. Your miscreant might be my friend. If the man you're looking for might be one and the same, then why not work together? Between the three of you, you're bound to have better luck. It would be an honour and a great help. We were just about to leave to gather testimony, as it happens. Come and join us in Sullen when you're finished here. We'll solve this mystery in no time. You've always kept interesting company, that's for sure. I don't know if it would be better or worse if this poser is your friend, but I wish you the best of luck. Giot. Alright. Got a fort job. A little western series you read. The main character ended up doing a running gag where he'd take the pants of all the bad guys that he and his friends defeated. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that might be what they were referencing in Stormblood. Do you remember the name of that series? The Pants Dealer. Yeah, let me know if you ever find the name of that series again. Actually, I could probably find it by Googling. Western Pants Stealer. That's a funny Google. Pastor thief caught with his pants down in Armadale. Not quite what I'm looking for. Books. Nope. R/confession. I stole another girl's pair of pants in middle school. Definitely not what I'm looking for. Alright, no, I can't find it. I'm finding some other interesting stuff though. Hi. Here they are. Searching for this man might seem like a waste of time to some, but it's our duty to ease the people's worries, large or small. Maybe we're worrying over nothing if he's not hurt anyone yet, but you never know with some people. Better safe than sorry. Oh, he's harmless. Sort of. Did I see him? You bet I did. I was crossing the forest of the Lost Shepherd, on my way to deliver fish to the Ostal Imperative. Out of nowhere, this odd man leapt in front of me. I thought he was a bandit at first, but then he abruptly turned to the side, curled his neck, and put his fist to his head, as if to say, I don't know. It was baffling. I ran when I realised he wasn't going to do anything else. I do hope you find that strange man. He may just be a nuisance for now, but we shouldn't have to suffer posing vagabonds. Is there another person around here? Aha. Oh, that fellow? I saw him the other day on the way home from Clearmelt. I'd enjoyed one too many libations after my bath, and ended up wandering off into the forest. Before I knew it, the sun was dipping low, and the sky turning dark, and I was beginning to wonder if I'd ever make it home. Then I felt a gentle tug at my arm. And would you believe it? This odd-looking man led me out of the forest and set me back on the road. I thanked him profusely, but he said nothing in reply, just struck this pose and walked off. If you see the fellow, tell him to come and visit. I owe him a drink or two for his kindness. Aw. Helping people. Ah. Do I know these people? Fine. No, they're just from a side quest I haven't done yet. Why, yes. I saw someone like that when I was out picking mushrooms in the forest. He even spoke to me. I was repulsed at first by his form, but he only wanted to warn me that fell beasts lurk in the forest, and that I should be wary. Contrary to appearances, I'd say he was actually quite gentlemanly. He may look scary, but he's quite the gentleman. Why else would he have warned me about the monsters? He is indeed a gentleman. To be honest, I'm not sure what to make of all this. Finished questioning the locals, have you? Were you able to learn anything? Not only has the poser caused no harm, he's even helped people. So he's a gentleman, albeit a suspicious one. Something of a contradiction, you might say, but there's no reason to doubt what we heard. Everyone seemed to encounter him in the Forest of the Lost Shepherd, right? Then that's where we'll look next. Shall we? First book is called Diamondback McCall, in the City Beneath the Sand. Oh, thank you. I haven't heard of that book before. I'll write that down to look up later. I've got to get back into reading. Reading's really fun. Cool. Thank you. Up here. There's some pretty harsh ratings on some sites. Aww. Rude. On the other hand, some folks might argue a suspicious gentleman is more dangerous than a man more blatant in his villainy. This gentlemanliness could well be a ruse to mask all kinds of evil intentions. Seriously, dude, he's fine. Well, here we are. But how exactly are we supposed to begin our search? These woods are, well, woods. Got a plan, do you? Far be it from me to doubt the warrior of darkness. Show us what you've got in mind, and we'll back you up to the best of our ability. Pretend to be in distress is my idea. He'll come and try and help. Or, oh no, are we going to do the Mandeville dance? Perform the Mandeville? Perform the Mandeville Mumbo. I prefer the Mumbo. I really like the Mumbo. It's the one with all the fun little gestures in it. Yeah. Yes, join me. Hark! What familiar gentlemanly gyrations are these? Okay. Light Warden, the Forgiven Gentleman. Holy shit. It started the Light Warden boss music. Seriously, why does he have wings? On your guard! It's a Sin Eater! No, wait. That's no Sin Eater. It's Hildibrand. It's the Gentleman of Light. It's the Gentleman of Light. Gentleman of Light? Who is this Gentleman of Light of whom you speak? I am the Forgiven Gentleman, Devourer of Sins, Light Warden Extraordinaire. Oh my god. You're not a Sin Eater, you're Hildibrand, the Gentleman Inspector. You might occasionally moonlight as a zombie overlord, but trust me, you're a Gentleman Inspector. Zombie overlord. Inspector Sin Eater. Inspector Sin Eater. You're acquainted with this, gentleman? Right then. Clearly your friend has been through a lot. But still, how did he get it in his head he's a Sin Eater? Is there no way to bring back his memories? Well... Explosives? We're still trying to save him, right? Oh god, no. Playing volleyball with the bomb. Yeah. Oh. Wicked White, we've killed him. Yeah, Hildibrand is, I love that this quest line exists. Oh, he lost his wings. I say, Mel-chan, I had resigned myself to Nashu's ungentle methodology, but you too, my brutish friend? But never mind that. I do not recall the world being quite so purple. Previously, I was with Nashu and Greg, wandering the bizarre, shadowy realm known as the Interspectorial Rift. Oh. Oh, that's right, they have the echo now too. We all get to watch. Hmm? Where am I? Who am I? Jaya! That sickening light, that aggressive posturing. I know what you are. You're one of them, ain't you? What you need is a good old-fashioned dwarven decking. Piss off, ghost! That's not quite the story she told us. I think he's swimming. Very threatening gyrations. Run for your lives! It's a sin eater! A sin eater. He had quite an adventure. And Hildibrand's still posing. I'll be damned. I saw a vision of the man's past. No wonder he became convinced he was a sin eater. I saw it too. It was quite possibly the most ridiculous memory I've ever glimpsed. Answer me, my faithful assistant. Where are we? And why is it so purple? The first? The first what? Are you telling me we've somehow travelled to an entirely different world? Good gods! To think that I have transcended the very boundaries of time and space. But worry not, my adoring fans. Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, will return to you forthwith. Welcome, Nirai. Welcome to the stream. Well, we found him. And restored his memories. I can't help but feel that this is not what the echo was intended for. Explosions, dwarven deckings. Is there nothing this man can't withstand? A soulful reunion. Hildibrand is back and full of spectral beings? What? While I've enjoyed what time I've spent in this far-flung first that I can remember, we should be getting back to our own world soon. Would you happen to know how we might go about doing that? I need to catch you in a Pokeball. Restore my soul with a spirit vessel? Say no more. Your cursory description is more than enough for me to grasp the concept entirely. It is not unlike brewing the perfect cup of coffee, which means our task is clear. We require the services of a skilled soul sommelier. We require the services of Becklug. I know a soul sommelier named Becklug. Yeah, let's go along with it. Becklug. Splendid. I see that even in this world you rub shoulders with the cream. Let us pay this Becklug a visit. I'm not sure what you're plotting to do with souls, but if you require Becklug's assistance, we can help. Aye, they've aided us time and again, and I reckon they'd do the same for your friend here. Come with us to the Cabinet of Curiosity. Bum, bum, bum. The first is not prepared for the Mandeville's. At least they don't have to worry about Godbert or, oh, what's her name? The mother? Hello. Though I am eager to return home, I will miss this strange world. Perhaps we can visit it again someday. Surely there are cases here that require my preeminent powers of deduction. Seeing as he's a friend of the Warrior of Darkness herself, I should have known, but this Hildibrand is no ordinary man. If you're ready, I'll call for Becklug. Ah, the genius soul sommelier. You come highly recommended by Melchan. And what an adorable little puppy you have. Oh no. Soul what? Puppy? I beg your pardon, but there seems to be some confusion. Puppy? Who is this imbecile, Melchan? I've half a mind to make him dig a hole, so I can throw him in it. But I presume he is a friend of yours, and one in need, no less? What? Another of your friends that needs to be sent back to the source? Have you forgotten how complex and difficult it was to do it the last time? Yet you waltz in here and ask me this favour, with the air of one shopping for a new hat. His case is no different from the others, at least. He is present only in soul, as they were. We'll need another spirit vessel, of course. You don't happen to have one on you already, do you? Entrusted to you by the Crystal Exarch, you say? If only he knew how you were using it. Fortunately, I have a Porksy on hand. We've been using it to treat patients at risk of transforming into eaters, but I suppose it's due for a change of pace. There is, however, one concern. In case I didn't make it clear before, the process can place great strain upon one's soul. If he is lacking in resilience, there is a chance his will not survive, that his very essence will be rent asunder. That's a risk I'm willing to take. After what he's lived through, it will be implausibly anticlimactic for him to die like that. Yeah, that's the choice. Haha, Melchan knows me all too well. I assure you, my good sommelier, who is most certainly not a dog, you needn't worry for Hildibrand Hillidor Maximilian Mandeville. Yes. I get the distinct impression that the gods themselves could not kill him if they tried. And they have. Come along then, Hildy. I can't be bothered to remember that name. 1,000 thanks. Simply point me to the soul siphon, and I shall hop right in. The rest of you can wait here. I promise I won't hurt him, no matter how much I might be tempted. You will be pleased to know that the process was smooth and uneventful. Honestly, I was hoping for more of a challenge. All you need do is take his spirit vessel back to the source and bring it in contact with his corporeal body. He should awaken immediately with his solar memories intact. If there's nothing else, Vonard and I should be getting back to our duties. It was a pleasure, Melchan. If all too brief. I won't pretend I understood even a fraction of what happened, but I'm glad I was there for it. Till we meet again, rest assured that Thaler and I will be doing our damnedest to look after the people here in your absence. We're leaving already? That seemed a bit quick. See if Becklug is still up here before I go. Melchan, to think that you were hiding something so enormous as the potential end of all life. For your deceit, I should give you a piece of my mind, but I understand that you meant well. Therefore, as fitting payment for seeing you hale and whole, I will overlook it this once. Now, off with you before I change my mind. The gentlemanly spirit vessel. Oh, well, we're going back to the source already. Kind of a shame. I was hoping to hang out in the first for a bit longer. How long would I estimate the whole story in FF14? Or it's long because it's each separate expansion. Yeah, each of them is like the length of a JRPG. That's tough. Yeah, this is the whole storyline. These are all the chapters. Yeah, each of them is the length of a separate game of themselves. Maybe 30 hours per expansion, maybe? But it is tough to guess, though. Oh, is Stalker still here? No. Hello, have you seen the Stalker? Oh no, where's his body? I swear, we only left him alone for a moment. It's not possible. Oh no. You're back, and not a moment too soon. We have an emergency on our hands. I've got the gentlemanly spirit vessel. A brightly glowing spirit vessel that currently houses the resolute spirit of Inspector Hildibrand. The Inspector's soul is in this, you say? That's great, but we have another problem now. The Inspector's body has gone missing. We went to the markets to do some shopping, and when we came back, he was nowhere to be seen. I double-checked that every door was locked before we left, but there's nothing to suggest that someone forced their way in. We've got a case on our hands. The case of the evaporating inspector. We must begin our investigation at once. Come on, let's start looking for witnesses. Oh dear. Was anything else stolen? Oh, this is so distressing. Maybe 30 for each and 40 for Endwalker. Yeah, that might be... Yeah, that might be a good estimate. Also, tons of side content to do, if you want. Dubious individual. Yes, this is a most distressing situation indeed. Oh dear, it's gonna be that evil jerk, isn't it? Tell me everything you know. The inspector's life is in jeopardy. Did I see anyone get carried out of that house, you ask? I was too distracted with stock taking to make note of any comings or goings. Sorry I couldn't be of more help. As I said, matters of inventory have commanded my full attention of late. Perhaps someone else will be of more help to you. I didn't see anyone carry a person out of that house, no. But I did see a man carrying a particularly large sack, so heavy he strained to lift it. I didn't think much of it at the time, but now that you mention it, it was a bit suspicious. I suppose the sack was large enough that it could have conceivably contained a full-grown person. It looked terribly heavy. Ah, there you are. This man says he has vital information that will help us in our investigation. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Delian, Editor-in-Chief of the Thavnarian Truth, a monthly publication devoted to exploring unexplained and otherworldly phenomena of our isle. Your companion shared with me the news of your friend's disappearance, and I happen to know precisely who is behind the incident. But I fear you may not like the answer. For the kidnapper is not of this star. What? They come from the heavens, from beyond the great expanse. They descend in curious, saucer-shaped airships to study our world, our society, our buildings, our very bodies. You shudder, no doubt, as you realise of whom I speak. It couldn't be, you protest. Oh, but it could, and it is. Your dear friend the Inspector has been abducted by aliens. My God. Oh, but he'll be fine, you assure yourself. After all, they just want to understand us better. You poor, deluded child. That they do, but to what end? Why else? That they might one day take over our world. What is worse, they plot to do so with the aid of collaborators. For the Shylayans are in league with our would-be overlords, providing the aliens with vital information on our vulnerabilities in exchange for a position of power within their regime. Also, suddenly it's raining. The final days was also the work of these alien invaders, an attempt to sow chaos, that our world will be easier to conquer. Blessedly, it was thwarted, if only by dumb luck, as those that did the thwarting were blissfully unaware of the true nature of the threat. I had hoped the setback would discourage the aliens from coming back, if not move them to abandon their ambitions. But it would seem events have only emboldened them, if they are indeed carrying out abductions here in Redzetan. Even as we speak, your friend lays prone on a sterile bed in their base on the surface of the moon, where they poke and probe him with inscrutable instruments, as their floppy ears wiggle with fiendish delight. Ah, but I've said too much. I must continue my investigation in secret. The fate of our world is at stake. Oh. How does he know there's Loperites on the moon? Oh no, that sounded awful. We have to go to the moon and save the inspector at once. I think he was a few materia short of a full meld. At least he got the floppy ears part right. You got the floppy ears right. Hey Trinant, good to see ya. Aliens. So you don't think the inspector is somewhere getting probed by aliens? But if not them, then who's probing him? A man carrying a suspiciously large sack? That sounds promising. Maybe someone else can tell us more. Someone up ahead may have seen something. Let's ask around. Nashu's accompanying me. Nice. If anyone can lead us to Inspector Hildibrand, it'll be that man with the large sack. I know it. You think? Hariga and his family are the nicest people. They've got such gentle eyes and long snouts too. Longer than anyone I've ever met in Eorzea. Hello. The man with the sack? Indeed, I couldn't help but take note of him as he passed, trying so very hard to be inconspicuous as he was. He descended to Azadal's path, then went over to the fountain where he met with a merchant, I believe. Such a hefty sack it was. My mind was racing with the possibilities of what it might contain. That had to be our man, right? We need to hunt down that merchant. The man you're looking for descended to Azadal's path and was talking to a merchant by the fountain there. If you find out what was in the sack, please tell me. The mystery is too much to bear. Down here. Can I just jump over? Whoa! It's fine. Just broke my ankles a little bit. I'm a dragoon, I'm used to that. It's incredible, isn't it? It reminds me of the giant statue of Lord Godbert at the Gold Saucer. Once the inspector's back on his feet, we'll have to show him. It's a pretty nice fountain. Yeah, multiple Loperites carrying off a grown human man. A man with a large sack? Ha! You bet I saw him. In fact, I sold him my chocobo. At first I told him to get lost. That bird and I go way back, and so forth. But he was in a hurry, and his offer was very generous. When you're in my line of work, you can't afford to get too sentimental. And now I can buy a whole stable's worth of chocobos. Did he say where he was planning to go next? He was muttering something about having to get to Saltwind's Welcome in a hurry. Probably why he was desperate for a chocobo. It's a long way to go on foot, never mind a sack. Did you hear that, Melchen? We need to head to Saltwind's Welcome right away. Sure, I know where that is, definitely. I've definitely heard of that before. If you want to catch your man, you should look for him at Saltwind's Welcome. I can't imagine that he's moved on that quickly. Unless he rode my bird to death. He did seem to be in a rush, but surely he would not have done such a terrible thing. He better not, or I'll have a word with him. Here we are, which means the mysterious man with the mysterious sack must be near. Keep your eyes peeled. Over there. That man is definitely up to no good. Maybe he's waiting for a co-conspirator. We should stay out of sight and watch what happens. Sure, but it's cold. Oh. What a surprise. It's the evil person. Ah. Mr. Chupacabra? But he expressly... Chupacabra. But he expressly told us he had put the evil schemes behind him. He wouldn't lie, would he? The goods appear to be none the worse for wear. Very well. Your payment, as promised. My client will be most pleased. Oh? You've got a client. Robot? Oh no! Is he going to feed the inspector to that giant sea monster? It is an honour and a pleasure as always, Dr. Lugay. I have faith this specimen will meet with your satisfaction. Dr. Lugay, is that the boss from the second Endwalker dungeon? So this is the one said to be the strongest, most resilient in all the world? The Mandeville Man? It is? Ah. Yeah, Tower of Babel, that's the one. None other. He has weathered countless explosions and a multitude of martial abuses, including a devastating suplex I myself did witness. It is even said he survived a journey to Dalamud itself, and survived the Lesser Moon's fall with nary a scratch. Most fortunately for us, he has fallen into a coma, from which I am assured he will never awake. You are free to do with his body as you please. Even the mightiest of warriors can't fight while asleep. Those meddlers may have gotten the better of me and my beautiful boy in the Tower of Babel, but my next child will be all but invincible. With this body mine to command, I will exact bloody, glorious revenge. Ahem. Forgive me my boldness, Dr. Lugay, but when might I expect the rest of my payment? I have debts that must be repaid. Worry not. With the Telophoroi gone for good, The vast fortune of House Brutus is entirely at my disposal. I shall shower you with wealth, my loyal minion. And gladly shall I accept the spoils, Doctor, and resolve never to renounce my wicked ways. For surely this time I will suffer no comeuppance. Let's go give him comeuppance. No, not you. Not now. Bah, I must away. Oh. Stop him. Wait, Dr. Legay, my payment. Wake up, Inspector. Yeah. Definitely safe to throw around soul vessels like that. Could it be? The world's no longer purple. Stop moving, damn you! You're supposed to be the comatose centerpiece of my glorious revenge! Mummy! We just found him. Is he blasting off again? Oh, I thought he was going to the moon. Not again! Oh, it's amazing he's landing back here. Oh. Oh, yes, get him! Oh. Oh, you saw the potato stalker? Oh, I didn't see him. I'll have to keep an eye out. Oh, he's in the ground again. I say, that was a rather dramatic series of events to awaken to. But more importantly, after a brief detour, I find myself in my own world once more. My most sincere apologies for causing you such trouble, my loyal assistants. But rejoice, for Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return. Oh. Oh my god. Aliens? Oh my god. Oh, there goes the stalker. Oh no. Wait, Inspector? I knew it! An alien abduction. And to think I would have the chance to witness one with my own eyes. This month's issue of the Thavnarian Truth shall be the best one yet. Welp. And just when I thought we finally had the inspector back, off he went. And then came back, and then floated off again. Welp. That was a small looking UFO. I know it's not the first time that he's taken to the skies without warning, but still, it's always a little disappointing. Still, there's no use crying over flying inspectors. Let's return to Radzat Han. Oh, Inspector, why have you left me again? And where have you gone? No, this won't do. Get it together, Nashu. There's a case to be solved. Just you wait, Inspector. Your loyal assistant Nashu will solve the mystery of your disappearance. Again. And don't you worry, Melchan. As soon as I have a new lead, you'll be the first to know. Till next time. And I suppose that's the end of this chapter. Meanwhile, in Mare Lamentorum. Or was it a lopperit? That doesn't look like a lopperit. Oh, it's cute. I agree. I agree. Cute. It's Poo Poo from with astute mind and something, he'll find the crime, crack the case in a flash. Dashing debonair, pure gentleman's flair, our agent of inquiry, Hildibrand Mandeville. Truth and justice never go out of style. See you, Inspector. The poo-poo from FF8. Okay. I'm sure that got a lot of Googles after this this chapter came out. That's right, that's that UFO that you had to track down a bunch. Yeah, you give it elixirs. Ah, I remember that now. I mean, I haven't played FF8, but I did watch Tag do a full playthrough of it. Interested to see where this goes. But that's all for now, because the next chapter isn't out yet. Don't worry for the Inspector. Nashu's on the case. And rest assured that as soon as I've assembled some reliable leads, you'll be the first to know. There you go. That was a pretty short chapter, but it was really good. Can't wait to see what happens with the cute little alien. Okay. The other thing I wanted to do was the new Tataru side quest, which I have no idea what that involves or how long it is. We're just gonna check it out. That starts over in Charlayan. Right, over here. Yeah, this is Tataru's little shop she started. She's not here herself. She's back in Mordona. Yeah, this is where you get your level 89 job gear. Small business, big dreams. Medina seems inordinately eager to speak with you. Mochan and Gora, welcome, welcome! I am Medina, assistant shopkeeper and apprentice seamstress here at Taru's boutique. Taru. I doubt you remember my face, as I am merely one of many who owe you our lives, but you will always have my gratitude for saving me that day on the Eblam Rhyme. You are too kind, and while I hate to ask aught more of you, please say that you're here to assist in Mistress Tataru's new endeavour. Not yet, but she soon shall be. Oh, Tataru. Not yet, but she soon shall be. Tataru! Whatever would we do without your penchant for turning up precisely when you're needed, eh? Now, to make the long story of our solvency short, we've secured the resources to produce the new designs I developed in cooperation with guilds near and far, and in sufficient quantity to meet rising demand. We shan't rest on our laurels, however. To serve passing adventurers and the occasional intrepid Charlayan is all well and good, but we're hardly taking the world by storm. No. Much like yourself, we must look toward new horizons. The Scions prove that cooperation on a star-wide scale is possible, and we would be fools not to capitalise on that, to build the grandest trade network in the history of Hydaelyn. All for the greater good, of course. Yes, this is a wonderful opportunity to bring people together. I often think back to that incredible moment when the Garlean army came to our rescue. Perhaps our efforts too will one day lead to a miracle like that, which took place on the Eblan Rhyme. I have no doubt that they shall, but we mustn't expect such alliances to form themselves. We must be proactive. And who better to woo our future partners in commerce than our current #1 customer, you? Our erstwhile comrades in arms know that when it comes to good equipment and better ideas, few have such keen eyes as our adventurer extraordinaire. Even should they hesitate at first, I'm certain you can convince them using the samples I've prepared. Well, I see that my mind is made up. If you'll cover my aetheryte expenses. Cover my expenses. But of course, with your assistance, we'll have both coin and goodwill flowing in no time. Everything is falling into place. Where shall we send Melchan first? Don't you worry, I have it all planned out. First, Limsa Laminsa. Sicard has the bloody executioners working harder than ever, so he is sure to appreciate any extra supplies. Next, Gridania. The Seed Seers are a source of trusted authority and insight into the Shroud, so would not go amiss in cultivating the investment of, say, Aaron Senna. I hear tell that he has some interest in affairs abroad, so the novelty of our samples may persuade him to our side. As for Uldar, I feel confident in pinning our hopes on Pippin. He's always been a stalwart ally, and it goes without saying that he has more than a little sway in the Sultanate. Between his involvement with the Immortal Flames, the Syndicate, and the Colosseum, he's bound to find a use for quality accoutrements. She's got this all planned out. Yes, that's how I feel about this music. A hot drink and a warm blanket in music form. Yeah, oh, it's lovely. With that out of the way, Magina, would you do the honours? Never let it be said that Tataru is stingy with their samples. Now, if you make your way to Limsa and climb aboard the Astalicia, I'm certain someone will point you in Sicard's direction. I have my own avenues of inquiry to attend to, but I'll check in periodically to see how your journey is coming along. Let's get to it. Quest accepted. As Mistress Tataru says, trust is the foundation of a stable business, and we trust in you. Aw, thank you. How is she covering my aetheryte expenses? I guess I'm getting a guild reward. I guess that counts. Alright, where are we going? Down there. Fisherman's Guild. Boat. Hello, I'm looking for Sicard. Sicard? I never decided how to pronounce his name. Hello. I recognise you. What do you want? Long as it's not about another bloody apocalypse, I don't see why not. Wait here. Whenever I see, like, convincing rainy weather in a game, I always feel cold myself. Doesn't help that it's cold here at the moment. Well, bugger me. Hello. Thought we'd seen the last of you for a while. What brings you aboard? Your crew seems busy. Can I interest you in some fine garb today? Let's ask about the crew first. No rest for the wicked and all. We're getting so many shipping requests that we've hardly put down anchor since old Charlayan. You know, there was a time I thought pirating was the whole world. That being the best of them all meant something. Going to Hildibrand made me see how small my world was compared to the real one. Standing next to the stars' finest, I started to wonder what I had to brag about. Then the bloody executioners went and did me proud by bringing in a bigger goddamned haul of adamantite than anyone else in the realm. Between that and the new metalworks we've got going with the kobolds and the Sahagin looking to export their own wares, it seemed like the right time for the executioners to change our sails, so to speak. Which is all to say that if you've got wares for promoting, I'd be happy to show them off across the realm and beyond. Masterworks from Taru's boutique, guaranteed by the warrior light herself. Almost seems a waste to wear them. Folk could be lining up at the docks for these. Literally, seeing as old Charlayan's only accessible by sea. Now, if we got ourselves an exclusive shipping contract... Aye, I see the course clear as day. Now we just need a mana lane on board. What's the mana lane got to do with this? He's right useless when there's work to be done, but talk's another matter. And he still owes me one for keeping his sorry arse out of trouble, so I'll have him put me in touch with a few savvy salesman types on the continent. Tell Tataru I look forward to setting sail on this new tide of hers. May the winds of change guide us aright. Aw, they did become fast friends, didn't they? Mel-chan, it's me. How goes our little venture thus far? Oh-ho! Sicard's eyeing the shipping routes, is he? All according to plan. But our work has only just begun. I'll keep after my own contacts while you work on Aaron. I hear he's not often in the city, but I don't doubt that Mother Mione can sniff him out. It was blazing hot there earlier. Oof. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to our summer later in the year. Oh, it's going to be bad. Oh, Sicard's been odd of late. Almost pleasant-like. In Gridania. Alright, first I just want to go see if Tataru is back in Revenant's Toll. See if she's got any unique dialogue. Whee! Raining there non-stop for 2 days. Oof. Typical Scottish summer. Jeez. Oh, nothing new there. Alright, to Gridania, which I can return to. Bum, 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 bum. Mother Mione runs the inn. Bum, bum. Hello. Why, if it isn't Mel-chan, struck with a sudden craving for eel pie, were you? Or is it information you fancy? Oh yes, word of our seed seer's comings and goings never fails to reach my ears. I'm told that ever since he returned from his foray to Ilsabard, he's been roaming back and forth between our neighbouring tribe settlements and the Lotus Stand. You'll miss him if you make for one or the other, like as not, so I suggest you waylay him at the Blue Badger Gate. The Blue Badger Gate. Enray. Where is... Someone waved to me, but I don't see them. Oh. Hello. Arun is never in one place for long, so you need only be patient a little while. Cup of tea while you wait? The Blue Badger Gate. Hello. Curious. Aw. Talking with some kids. Might I ask why you're loitering at the gates, Melchan? And with such an enormous sack? It's rude to ask about my sack. I admit you've piqued my interest. To integrate the tradition and ingenuity of guilds throughout Eorzea in such a fashion is no small feat. As it happens, I'm of the mind to try to do something similar myself, assuming I secure the other Seed Seer's approval. You are doubtless aware that historically, Gridania has placed the peace of the Twelveswood and our covenant with the elementals above all else, often to the detriment of our relationship with other peoples. Yet much as we are one with the Shroud, are we not also part of the Star Entire? Yes. Our ventures in Garlemald made plain the strength of a world united. This attire you carry demonstrates much the same truth. Ah, but perhaps you assumed you would need to talk me round to the idea? If so, I apologise for the disappointment. If 'tis any comfort, I'm nearly as surprised myself. No longer am I content to hear the words of the elementals alone. I wish to know the voices of men, though our time in Garlemald has shown me that my ability to listen is average at best. These horns may mark me as gifted in the Twelveswood, but beyond, they inspire neither fear nor awe. I have been mistaken several times for a Zaela, and may as well be one, for all the difference my status as Seed Seer makes to those who want for succour. Yet, 'twas this selfsame insignificance that allowed me, for the first time in my life, to truly feel part of a greater whole. I am but one life among myriads upon this star. I dare say I should behave accordingly. With luck, my elder sister shall agree. Tell Mistress Tataru that her gift is accepted with gratitude, and she ought to hear from us soon. Aww. Shiva from the Heavenswood White Mage quests? Yeah, it would be nice to see her. Guess who? Did you speak with Arun yet? That sounds promising. I'm beginning to understand what makes our Seed Seer friend tick. But we can discuss that later. You need to catch Pippin ere his duties take him from Uldar once more. I believe he spends much of his time at the Colosseum, so perhaps you should pay a visit to the Gold Court. I'll be awaiting your full report at the boutique. Pippin! Go find Pippin. I like Pippin. He's a good boy. Right, the Gladiators Guild. Hello. I see. Marshal Tarapun is currently engaged in another meeting, but I shall tell him that Captain Angora awaits his convenience. Pippin! My apologies for keeping you waiting. I did not expect you here this evening. Tataru is offering quality material, is she? I can hardly say no to that. It fits almost too perfectly with my plans for the flames. I have long striven for mastery of the blade. I required the trials of Ilsabard, however, to truly see Dishonor for what it is. The fire that warms the coldest night, the spark that ignites a blaze of hope, and, most of all, an unbreakable testament to Father's faith in me. More ally than tool, it is a treasure beyond price. Does every soldier of the immortal flames not deserve allies such as this? Arms and armour to remind them of what they fight to protect, to help them stand when they might otherwise fall. Indeed, works made possible only through the ingenuity and dedication of allies across the star may be just the sort of inspiring armaments we need. I anticipate that I will be sending along an order for custom equipment ere long. In the meantime, would you mind if I use these samples for a few trials here at the Colosseum? My thanks. We shall put them to use immediately. As a child of Uldar, however, naught strikes fear into my heart like the prospect of receiving valuable goods for free. I must insist you accept something in return. I had been meaning to gift that necklace to Tataru. Its poor condition aside, she might rather have it than not. I have spoken with Tataru at some length about our pasts, you understand. In many ways, we are quite similar. As you may recall, her family was bankrupted when she was very young, a consequence of her father's business failing. They were forced to put all their wealth toward paying off his debts, and then some. I don't think I've heard this before. One asset they reluctantly parted with was a necklace treasured by her mother, for which Tataru has long searched to no avail. Strangely enough, I recently discovered jewellery of the very same description amidst a store of neglected Colosseum prizes. Assuming it is the same piece, I should like to see it returned to her. It is significantly worse off for having changed hands, though, and only the sapphire centerpiece remains unlost and undamaged. She may appreciate the sentiment nevertheless, but it's difficult to say. What do you think? The memories it holds for her aren't lost or damaged. Could it be repaired or perhaps remade? Yeah, it's still important to her. True enough. Though if it's to be a gift, I would prefer to at least clean it up a bit. In that case, I had considered asking the Goldsmiths Guild, but you ought to be able to turn the necklace into a piece that Tataru would wear, if not precisely what she remembers. I imagine you will have the opportunity to pick up gems and other suitable materials on your travels. From there, it is merely a matter of unifying the pieces. Are you willing? Then I will have the sapphire removed from its setting and sent to the boutique with all haste. I doubt even Tataru would dare open a private package addressed to you. Best of luck in finding matching materials, and in your mercantile endeavours, of course. May the traders guide you to fortune fair. What do I do to get materials? You've returned, with your bag all the lighter for having given away our samples, I hope. Speaking of which, a parcel from one Pippin Tarupin arrived not bells ago, addressed to you. Could it be that our newfound partnerships are already bearing fruit? Her mother's necklace? Why, that's a wonderful idea. Please allow me to assist. I swear I won't breathe a word of this to Mistress Tataru. I do wonder what parts you will need. Do you know what style Mistress Tataru prefers? If this necklace is to be a keepsake, why not focus on that? Who's this? Ah, it's the merchant. Ah, apologies. I could not help but overhear. That's quite all right, but do please keep your voice down. What was it you were saying? It simply occurred to me that, since you were gifted the sapphire so readily, our other partners in this endeavour may wish to offer up something for Mistress Tataru as well. With such gifts, you could turn the necklace into a memento of not just her past and its trials, but her present successes as well. That's perfect! If our plans for the boutique proceed apace, we should soon have more than enough tokens from friends across the sea. What do you think, Mo-chan? Well, well, were you waiting for little old me? But Mistress Tataru, we were, just discussing the successful delivery of the samples. Yes. Good to hear. How fares dear Pippin? I knew he would come through, though I admit that I wasn't expecting to outfit a whole host of immortal flames quite so soon. I suppose it goes to show that even the most hardened warrior can always learn a thing or two. And Sicard and Aerun have changed as well, if your tales are any indication. I imagine their personal growth bodes well for that of our network. Thank you for checking up on them. We must sort through our current commissions before deciding who to approach next, but I know I can count on you to be ready when we are. Quest complete. Was that the end? The Scions had the help of many souls in gathering refined adamantite, did you not? Even those who were not part of the Ilsabard contingent. Perhaps there's an opportunity there. I shall speak to Mistress Tataru post-haste. Okay, that text is from before. Is that the end of that for now? Garland tools. Small business, big dreams. I think that's the end of that for now. Very short. I want to see the necklace get restored. Oh, I want to see how Tataru reacts. I'll just check the patch notes to see what quests they say were involved in this. FF14 6.15, I think it was. Yeah. Guessing they'll drip feed us another one. Okay, probably. Quests. Yeah, only one quest. Small business, big dreams. Okay. Looking forward to seeing how that unfolds. Sweet little Tataru. Alright, well, that was the last thing I wanted to do. Cool. For now, we are done with FF14 story content. It's a weird feeling. I have to play other games now. At least until there's more content in this game. So there's the 6.2, they're doing a live letter for it on Friday night. It's going to be the same time as my raid, actually. So I'm going to be like tabbing over to it between pulls, and we're all going to be distracted. Yeah, that's where they do some of the announcements of what's going to be in 6.2. That's still going to be a while away before it launches, but keen to see where the MSQ goes, especially. It sounds like we're going to the 13th very soon. Yeah, and apart from that, I still haven't finished Eureka. At some point I'll finish that, and then I can show that story content at some point. And then I'll do Bosnia and show that. And yeah, that's everything for FF14. So I'll still be streaming my FF14 raids, because those are a blast. And it is just nice having video footage to like figure out, you know, what went wrong here and such. And people have asked me to archive those so they can follow along with the progression, so I'll still be streaming those. But yeah, that's it. I didn't think those would be so short, actually. I'm a little confused as to if I should start up something else for a little bit or just finish up the stream. That means I can start Metroid Dread soon. Ooh. Maybe I'll finish up the stream early. Yeah, and then next time I feel like streaming something, I can do some DVD, or I can start Metroid Dread. Alright, well, thank you for watching. It's a weird feeling. I've been streaming this game for so long, it feels weird to be finished with what I wanted to show. Not many people streaming tonight. I suppose I'll just send you to GDQ. Summer Games Done Quick is going at the moment. They're doing, once the ad's over, I think they're doing Final Fantasy VI at the moment. Yeah, thank you all very much for the stream. Oh, the Hildibrand quest was so good. That was hilarious. I still don't know where he got the angel wings from, but, you know, maybe I'm not meant to know. Maybe that's just a... maybe that was just a dream. Maybe it didn't actually happen. Oh yeah, they're doing FF6, a 4-way race. FF6 Worlds Collide. Okay, is that maybe a ROM hack or something? Well, I'll send you over there. And thank you all very much for watching. Game's done quick. And I shall see you all next time. See ya.